What's up everyone? In this video, I'll tell you how I turned $5 to $1,000 a month. Stay tuned. This is top secret. Nobody on YouTube talks about this. I've not seen this on any other video. I've been scouting YouTube a lot. And for further context, I live in Ghana, I live in Africa. So this is something that you should keep in mind. More times I watch videos of people in US and UK who do great things and people cannot relate. But if you're an African, you should be able to relate to this. So once again, welcome to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe for more and let's get straight into it. Let's get straight into the top secrets. I discovered this trick while freelancing for others, No matter when you work, you pick up ideas, you get experience, and I picked this up while working on email marketing, personalized first lines. What I do for clients is that they give me a long list of CEOs, of founders, of presidents, of managing directors, people in positions of power. I research them and look for something unique about them to complement. So I compliment each and every one of them and I send it to my client. My client attaches them to his or her cold email sequence, sends it to the person, and boom, it's a good way of connecting. This is I never heard of this. Normal cold email starts like, hey, my name is this. I offer this. Are you interested in purchasing my service or my product? But with this, it disarms the reader by complimenting them. No matter when you want to talk to somebody, the best way to approach someone is with a compliment. The person lets his or her guard down and then you can approach them. So what they do is they put a compliment there and then put their pitch under. It increases the open rate, it increases the response rate dramatically. And it's getting more and more popular. Many more people are doing it. So I was doing this for many people. I said, why can't I do this for myself? I should try to do this for myself, don't you think? Because I have services that I can offer and I could escape the 20% reductions from using platforms like Fiverr or Upwork. So let me try and do this for myself, by myself. So I thought to myself, if I take the time to message or email 100 people, at least five should respond. At least 5 should respond. And some people do email sequences, they actually send 1, 2, 3 emails to the same person with different content, because at times people may be too busy to read and the second time could be the lucky time. But I just did it once. So I was like, okay, if I send it to 100 people, I'm approaching CEOs, founders, like big people in companies who can just hire you with a snap of a finger. In Africa, we know how important knowing people in positions of power is. Someone can push his nephew into a job that pays about $10,000 or let's say $5,000 a month because he has position of power. That's how crazy it is. So in this world is who you know. Connections, networking, super important. So I was like, okay, if I send to 100 people, at least 5 people should accept or respond or need my service, because I provide decently demand services, digital marketing stuff, like marketing stuff. So I knew that I could at least get the interest of a few people. So in this thing, the key is to have a service that's in demand. Like you have to have a service that's in demand and you have to approach the right set of people. For example, one good service you can offer is social media marketing or social media posting. There are many companies in the US, all over the world, that they do not regularly post. So it's a huge opportunity if you can create posts for the company, whether it's a fitness company, whether it's a construction company, online course, software, whatever it is. If you can produce content daily for that company, they will likely say yes to you. All you need is a killer email, a good portfolio to show that you've done it before. Maybe if you have freelancing profile page, share your profile page for them to see testimonials and reviews, and you're pretty much good to go. What I would do if I was a social media manager or marketer is I'll go to a company, CEO, send an email to him like, hey, love your LinkedIn article about making money online. The part that you said XYZ about ABC was super inspiring. I'm taking that up. I noticed on your social media that your company doesn't post regularly, and I would like to offer my services to post regularly. If I post regularly on your page with quality content, engaging content, it increases people who come across your content, and the more people who see your content, the more potential clients you will get. And when you get more potential clients, you will get more money in the end. So posting regularly is super important. I've done this before for this. Check out my portfolio, check out my Fiverr, my Upwork to see testimonials for proof. And if you're interested, let's talk. If you send this to 100 companies, I guarantee you 5 to 10 will say, I would like to hear more about what you're offering. And the good news is that if you're from Africa, you can offer cheaper rates. Because someone in the US, if someone in the US is offering this service to someone, they will charge much higher. But for us, because of the terrible exchange rates, you can charge something like, okay, I'll do your social media for the month for like $200. They will think it's a steal and they will hire you. And all you have to do is just post something every single day on their page, and $200 just like that. And when you do it for one, you can use that to add to your portfolio, post for a second, post for a third client, fourth, fifth, and then you expand. That's how you expand. You know, so that's the level of thinking you can achieve. So back to my story on how I turned $5 to $1,000 a month. I went on Fiverr and I paid a lead generation specialist $5 for a list of 50 CEOs or founders in the digital marketing space. I gave further instructions that I wanted each one to have less than 20 employees in their companies. Because if there are too many employees in their companies, you will not be likely to reach them. They'll be way too busy. The smaller the company, the better the chances. So lead generation specialists are people who can get names of CEOs, company websites, personal LinkedIn's, emails, all on a sheet for you. And all you have to do is just to send a message to their email and you get through to them. Instead of passing a long process of applying for jobs, you are going straight for the head, straight for the CEO. So I did that and I started sending emails out. Out of 50, I got about 5 responses. Some were like, oh, that's an interesting service. Please, let's talk more. Or I'll share this person's email so you talk to this person. And it didn't really go anywhere. Another one was like, good service, I'll keep that in mind. Another one was, okay, I'll give you a test, but I'm willing to pay this amount. The amount was terribly low, so it didn't reach anywhere. And one was where I got my breakthrough. And I'm super grateful for that breakthrough. The person was very interested. I was like, oh, I've seen your Fiverr, you offer a lot of marketing services. I'm looking for someone to work full-time. If you're interested, let's talk more. It's like, full-time? Full-time? In my head I was like, being a freelancer I prefer. But at that time I was making, that was October 2021. At that period of time I made $1,000, over $1,000 just from freelancing. So I was pretty comfortable. I wasn't ready to go back to the schedule of being, I have to work at this time. Work, blah. No freedom of time. But I was like, let me hear more. So I said, I'm interested, let's talk. A few days later, we hopped on a Zoom call and we had a nice discussion. It was very nice, very fresh. It was interesting. We spoke salaries, wages. I got a great deal, he got a great deal, and boom. Then the following week, we officially started work. And that is how that deal got over $1,000 a month. And that is full-time something. If you have just a product or a service that you are selling, you could scale to much higher. I remember writing first time for somebody, and the person was on Twitter bragging that, hey, this technique works. I got a contract that was $3,000 a month. Some guy in the UK. Since then, I never used my service again, because of course, if you have won the war, why would he fight the battle again? $3,000 a month. That's what he got from just using the first time to connect better with the lead in question, or with the CEO or the founder in question. So that's how I got my deal done. Now pretty much that deal is kind of done. I'm back to freelancing full time, but I'll get back into approaching people because I've seen how it works and I see how many clients come to me for that service, so I know it's super in demand. So basically, whatever skill you have, there's an industry there that needs that skill. If you have an in-demand skill that is good, there's an industry there. If you know the industry you are targeting, you can just invest $5. It's little money. Coins, $5, $10, whatever. Very little money. You get a list of real life CEOs, human beings who run companies who will be in need of the service. This online world, there are so many people who need capable workers. So many people need capable workers. And last year was a great resignation. There's so many people in the US who quit their jobs because they don't like the structure. They want to be free. They want to live their lives on their own terms. So that has created a worker gap. They need more workers. So if you put yourself that, hey, I can do this, I'm very valuable, believe me, people would like to work with you. So yeah, that's it. That's how I turned $5 to $1,000 a month. What I did was get a list with the $5, approach all the people on the list via email, via quality emails with my service and everything, and then eventually I could secure a contract that was $1,000+ every single month. And that is a foolproof way, and that's an incredible returns. That's incredible returns, isn't it? Super incredible returns. And if you don't want to spend $5, you can go the other routes or routes. You can go the other routes by using LinkedIn. Just search on LinkedIn and send messages on LinkedIn. But to me, I don't like doing that. Email is much more professional than LinkedIn. LinkedIn is like, I don't even think they'll even mind you much, but well, to each is his own. If you want to spend money, just approach CEOs on LinkedIn and you can connect with some. Some have the time to respond. So if you don't try, you are not getting anywhere. That's life. You have to try to get somewhere. If you do not try, you will still be at the same place. So yeah, hope you got some knowledge from this. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. Let the YouTube algorithm know that I'm producing some quality content. Creating these videos is not easy. And thank you very much once again. See you on the next one. Peace.